My name is Lonnie Dykes, and welcome. I'm a senior advisor to the USS Ranger Foundation. I'd like to thank you for attending today and learn more about this important project. The actions today by the state legislators in our efforts to bring a community heritage project center to Fairview, Oregon, will positively impact Oregon. I am so grateful to all the legislative support we've gotten from this project, the community support, and we're just very grateful. What I'd like to do is introduce a few key people to our project. The first is our president of the foundation, Peter Ogle. Also, the legislators, Senator Lori Monnes Anderson, District 50, he will hear from shortly. Senator Alan Olson, District 20. Representative Greg Matthews, District 50, East County, and co-vice chair of the Veteran Affairs Committee. Representative Matt Wan, District 49 of East County. Representative Sal Escoval, District 6, who co-chaired the Veteran Affairs Committee. Representative Wally Hicks, Mayor Mike Weatherby of the City of Fairview, Councilor Shirley Craddock of Metro, Commissioner Diane McKeel of Multnomah County. I'd like to also mention Jim Willis, who has been a tremendous supporter, and he's the director of the Veteran Affairs Committee. If I have inadvertently missed anybody, I apologize, and hope they'll understand. The mission of the USS Ranger is to preserve the retired USS Ranger carrier as a community heritage project through public and private partnerships. The foundation is a volunteer-driven, non-profit charitable organization that has received significant support. The Ranger announced in August of 2010 that the only location being considered for the Ranger is the Chinook Landing Marine Park in Fairview, Oregon on the Columbia River. As I mentioned, the foundation has received significant support from the federal level to local residents and veterans. Today is especially important as we celebrate the Senate concurrent resolution and support of the project is now receiving from the state of Oregon. At this point, I would like to introduce Senator Lori Monnes Anderson, who represents District 25, which represents Fairview, Gresham, Troutdale, and Wood Village. Her support and all the senators and representatives has been invaluable to this project. And I'd like now to ask the senator to say a few comments.
I'm Senator Lori Monnes Anderson. I represent Gresham, Troutdale, Wood Village, and Fairview, and I am thrilled that we have such great support for bringing the USS Ranger naval aircraft carrier to permanently dock on the Columbia River in Fairview. It will be a great asset to our community and to the state of Oregon, and it is going to be a major economic driver for East Multnomah County, and it'll be able to be used for so many different purposes. An historical museum. The USS Ranger was in commission from 1957 to 1995 and earned 13 battle stars in the Vietnam War and serving in the Gulf War. Over 5,500 crew members served on this carrier. It also can be an event or cultural center. We really anticipate having this being a very popular place for rentals of indoor and outdoor spaces for events and receptions. It can be used as an educational facility. Educational programs are going to be central to the mission of this museum. The USS Ranger can serve as a satellite location for existing area educational institutions, and it will be a great place for the youth to spend a night learning. It also could be used as a military reserve, an ROTC training facility. It can be used as an emergency management center. A hospital could easily be set up in the Ranger, and it could hold up during an earthquake since it's located on the river. It also can be a site location for television and movie sets. The popular movie Top Gun was filmed on the USS Ranger already. We envision a small theater, flight simulators, a visitor center with restaurants and a gift shop. It's an exciting time to have the USS Ranger located in Oregon, and I do want to thank all of the people who have been so involved in bringing this Ranger to Fairview. So let's make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you for those kind words, Senator. I'd like now to ask Representative Matt Wand to come and say a few words. Representative Wand has been instrumental in bringing this project to East County, and you know I've been to a lot of community meetings and community outreach we've done for this project, and these senators and representatives have been there with us all the way. So it's really a thrill for me to be up here, and I'd like to ask Representative Wand to come up and say a few words.
Thank you. The USS Ranger project is really a testament to the strength of the East County community. When I first heard about it, we weren't even on the radar. I went to lunch with one of the employees of the organization, and as we were discussing the project, at first I didn't realize what the scope of the operation was and what the scope of this aircraft carrier really is. And the more I learned about it, the more excited I got, and I said, well, why put it at Terminal 5 or downtown or any other location? We have a river right here in Troutdale. Why don't you put it there? And it wasn't long after that, after checking the maps and the depth of the Columbia River in that location, that we realized that Troutdale wouldn't work, but Fairview was a prime location. And as we went around speaking with the other city councilors and the mayors and the Rotary groups and the chambers of commerce and all the other types of folks that you would want to have on board with a project like this, it was met with universal support. I couldn't be more proud of the way East County has embraced the USS Ranger project. To us, it's clearly more than just an economic driver. It's an opportunity to show the strength of our East County community. And I look forward to the day where my sons, who are scouts, can camp out for the weekend, and when we can have a ribbon cutting and look on the beautiful ship in our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Wand. I'd now like to ask Representative Greg Matthews to come up and say a few words about the project. I was before Representative Matthews and Representative Sal Escoval's committee, Veteran Affairs Committee, and we received a very warm and hearty welcome from that group. They were tremendous in their interest in the community, support for the project, and I am just, the entire foundation is very proud to have them with us up here. So if you would, Representative Matthews.
Well, thank you very much, and I really appreciate the efforts of Lonnie and Ebony, of course, Andre Wang, and let's not forget Shannon Chisholm and all the folks associated with the Ranger Project. We really appreciate being allowed to be involved in this. This is an exciting program for several reasons, and for me, it really came to fruition. After talking with them the first time, I got excited, but didn't really know what it was they were after. I didn't know what this was going to look like in our community and how people would actually, receive it. But for me, when I was in San Diego, I visited the USS Midway, and I could see people on the Midway. I could see kids enjoying the tours. I could see the adults enjoying the tours. I could see veterans communicating with other veterans, and I thought, this is exactly what we could have in our community. When I called Shannon from the Midway, I said, just how big is the Ranger in comparison to the Midway? And she said, oh, the Ranger's bigger. So for me, I really then realized just what kind of task we're taking on here. But the reality is this will do a lot of things. It'll be a great Veterans Outreach Center, and it'll be a coordinated floating museum. It'll be a revenue point and stream for our entire area. Our community will flourish. My guess is not only hotels, but also the restaurants and businesses surrounding the Fairview, Wood Village, Gresham area. I see it limitless, and more importantly, I see it also as, from a firefighter perspective, a place where we can have an emergency preparedness and a disaster center, and that we can hook up into the Ranger as a facility for that. The good senator mentioned about a hospital and the ability to do that in times of need. I see it as a place where we can actually move citizens to, and they can have safe refuge. I'm sure the Red Cross will be excited, and I think the entire community is excited. So I'm just proud to join all those folks in the community that are on board with the Ranger, and look forward to the effort that's really ahead of us now, and that is going out and getting the dollars it's going to take to make this happen. And it's going to be substantial, but it's not going to be something that we can't do. Certainly look forward to participating in that, and thank you all for coming today, and it's great to have the packed house. Thank you.
Representative Matthews, thank you for the kind words. I again want to say how much the foundation, on behalf of the Ranger Foundation, how much we appreciate the support from the legislature. And of course, behind us is Mayor Weatherby and the city of Fairview, who have been just tremendous supporters. And Troutdale's been wonderful, and Gresham and all the surrounding cities and counties have been really great, and as well as the state. So we're very appreciative of all the support we've gotten. I think that concludes our scheduled remarks. If we have any questions now.